G'day and welcome back to Buildsum. In this video we're just going to continue with the Once Upon a Time series, and this time we're going to look at something called herringbone strutting. So what I've got here is probably a typical second story floor with deep joists, and in this case these deep joists are made from natural timber. Okay, we'll get on to manufactured timber shortly, but these are natural timber. And because they're natural, they tend to bow and have a tendency to want to twist. So we have to stop that from happening. And nowadays, the most common method is to block the joists. Okay, so we block at both ends, and then we block, I think it's 1.8 meter centers in between to stop the joists from bowing and twisting. Now, that's the most common method nowadays, but once upon a time, we used to do this. This was called herringbone strutting. And as you can see, it pretty much does the same job, but it uses a lot less timber, but it's a lot more labour intensive, and that's the reason that we don't use it nowadays. Once upon a time, labour was cheap and materials were expensive. However, nowadays that's pretty much flipped, and materials are more or less the cheaper option than throwing some labour at it. So you're better off using more material and less labour than you are doing the herringbone strutting, which was less material and more labour. So that's the reason why that doesn't happen anymore. And obviously nowadays, not many people here in New South Wales and Sydney in particular use natural timber anymore. We've all swapped over and gone to these engineered products like I-beams or posi struts or posi truss, that sort of thing. Okay, and they don't require the same amount of blocking. So for a typical set of I-beams, you only have to block between every adjacent pair like that, or the other option is what they call a rim board. So it's just like a thick piece of ply that gets nailed or screwed onto the end of the actual joists. So there you go, guys. That's why we tend not to use herringbone strutting anymore. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also follow me on Facebook.